My most important mantra for JEE preparation is to stay relaxed and have focus on your career institute. Stay relaxed always. I mean, I always used to study not more than 6 hours or 7 hours a day. I mean, I used to study late night, but it depends on person to person on how much you can study. I mean, you should plan your study hours according to your own requirement. For me, I think I used to play 1 to 2 hours a day, and that helped me to increase all my concentration so that I would be able to focus on my study more properly. But it depends on person to person. I mean, what are you comfortable with? If you can study for more than 10 hours a day, it is very fine for you, but I prefer to go out at least for 1 hour to play so that you can increase your concentration, and it also helps to keep your mind fresh. And most importantly, have faith in your career institute. Just don't try to oversmart yourself by doing more and more books instead of finishing your career module only. I mean, your module is quite sufficient, and even if your module is over, then just go for 1 or 2 books per subject, not more than that. I mean, do not practice, for example, mechanics from many books, so that, and you might feel that you are covering a lot of topic, but that's not it. You are just creating more and more confusion for yourself only. I mean, just stay focused on your aim and have faith in your career institute. Do whatever your teachers say, follow their guidance, and most importantly, have trust in yourself. I mean, don't feel stressed. If you are in class 10th and go to class 11th, there might be a very sudden or strange transition in the level of quality. For example, in class 10th, there's not much level in physics, chemistry, and maths, but when you go to class 11th, there's a sudden increase in the level. But please stay relaxed, because there's an increase in level for all your fellow competitors. I mean, it's not just you only that's feeling stressed, it's all of them. But please handle your stress quite carefully. I mean, don't overstress yourself and feel overburdened. It may decrease your ranks and decrease your performance. Stay focused, stay relaxed. And about diet, I mean, please have a healthy diet. Don't go on eating and eating, and if you feel that if I eat too much, then I will be my mind will work more sharper. It's not that. Have a plain diet. I mean, if you are hungry, then please don't eat much more than 2 or 3 chapatis a day. I mean, it seriously helps, believe me. I mean, I at night, if I was hungry, I just used to eat my meal, and if I used to study late night, then I used to have just 2 or 3 packets of biscuits, and then I used to go to sleep. That really helps. If you have joined a career institute, you will know that they take lot of tests, and these tests help to build a temperament and also help in you, and also give a lot of practice. The more you practice, the more you will be able to control on your silly mistakes. I mean, just don't practice from a lot of books that you think that I will practice from this book and this book. No, I mean, just go on, just complete your module, and then once again start your module so that you can be able to recorrect your silly mistakes. And always maintain a diary. I mean, if one silly mistake occurs quite often, then you may write that silly mistake down in a diary, and always read that diary before going to bed, so that you will be able to know what kind of silly mistakes you did. That's what I did for controlling my silly mistakes, and it really helped. When you are just 2 or 3 months away from JEE, the short notes will really help you in preparing for IIT JEE. For example, just go through your class notes, through our modules, and all the papers that you have given, and all the interesting points, or all the things that always trouble you, or you find them hard. Just write them down on a piece of paper, and per topic, and you will be able to maintain a 100 pages of both physics, of all the three: physics, chemistry, and maths. And these will really help you in the end moments, in the last 2 or 3 days. For example, if you don't have anything to study and you just want to revise your concepts, so that at the moment of your JEE paper, your all the concepts are revised, and everything just settles down in your mind. So that's the way I prepared for the JEE notes. I avoided to stay away from gadgets as far as possible. I mean, not always. I mean, I used to watch TV at least for 1 hour or 1.5 hour. That helped me to refresh my mind. But just don't go on playing games on your mobile and chatting with your friends. I mean, if you want to chat with your friends, just go out with your friends and play with them. That will increase your concentration and will refresh you in a very utterly different way. That's quite different from just blabbering about in your smartphones or gadgets, etc. And also, don't use calculators while preparing for IIT JEE. I mean, these calculators, they will just decrease your performance. I mean, you just don't, you will become lazy. You don't want to do calculations, and you will think that okay, calculator use kar leta hu. But this will not help seriously. At the time of the exam, you will have to do your calculations on your own. I mean, there are some questions in JEE that are very lengthy, and you have to be very confident on your calculations, and then only you will be able to crack all these questions. I mean, some people are like, ये बहुत लंबा question है, ये नहीं होने वाला, but that's not the way. I mean, just if it's a very lengthy calculation, then calculate it yourself. Don't use calculators. For board preparation, I mean, for physics, chemistry, and maths, you don't need to do anything else. Just what your career institute gives. And in Allen, we have CBSE compendium that really helps in preparing for physics, chemistry, and maths. And for the optional subject, I mean, like I had opted for IP, so I just studied for like 2 days in a month. That was quite sufficient. And for English, you just need to devote only 2 weeks before the exam. That's what I did, and I got very good marks in English. So I would also advise you to, if you are very interested in IIT JEE, then just prepare for IIT JEE and don't give much attention to boards before exam. And if you want to give attention to boards, then do it at least 2 weeks before the exam. But if you want to achieve good marks, then that attention that you give 2 weeks before should be very good. I mean, if you want to achieve great success, then you should be able, then in your mind it should be that I want to give boards only, and your mind should always be focused on boards. In the last 2 weeks before boards, just prepare for boards only. I mean, or read your NCRTs well. I mean, 2 to 3 times every NCRT book. That will create, the NCRT books will also help you in achieving good marks in JEE. I mean, this year JEE paper, many questions were from direct NCRT. So I will also advise to read the NCRT books quite thoroughly. I mean, each and every word that is written there. Just stay relaxed, be calm, and focus on your aim. That will be the path to your success.